So I'm excited for this one. I bought this tripod from K&F Concepts about maybe a week after I bought the Zoomy tripod. Now, it actually came to me and arrived to me before I got the Zoomy tripod. But I'm honestly really excited about this. It's fantastic, and why I'm in the living room, because it is, well, you're gonna see. So to compare the two in price isn't entirely fair. I wound up paying about £25 for this Zoomy tripod. So this thing, its regular quoted price is $129.99, so £130, which is reasonable for the quality that this is. That's very good value for money. But it was on an even better sale for $89.99, so £90 instead of 130. But I got an even better deal. They offered a first-time customer coupon, and you can get access to their coupons on their website. It's right there on the sidebar. I wound up paying £76.48 for this 130-pound tripod, which that includes shipping, which is phenomenal, and it's great because you can see it folds up pretty well. According to its specs, it folds up about 22 inches, so that's about 64 centimeters, which is fairly small. It's not the smallest one that they have, but considering the size of this thing, it is really, really impressive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show this properly, because it is absolutely massive. Of course, I do have the GoPro going, so I might be able to show the GoPro angle if this tripod doesn't capture it. But it is big. It's aluminum, so its weight is, I think it's quoted at like 4.4 pounds. So 2 kilos. Oh, I didn't tighten one of these properly. That's so big, I accidentally bumping the ceiling. Like, look at this thing. It's taller than me, right? But it gets even better. So I'm gonna grab my, actually, I'm gonna lower it first. So right here we have an adjust that'll allow the center column to go up and down. It also holds this ball right there in place. And of course we have that screw right there, which allows the entire thing to go up. But another thing that this can do is it can do that. So it actually has a little stop line. So this allows this to pivot around separate of that. That's crazy. I had no idea it could do that. So, like, this thing is absolutely packed full of features. Now that we have it down, we can loosen this back up. And there we go. We have our literally overhead camera. But lower it down, because this thing is absolutely massive. Again, we're gonna look at the line here and then lock it off. And then, oh, it's too tall. It's too tall. It is make sure I have the tripod legs out, because that is the one downside, is the tripod legs do have a tendency not to want to come out. It's not like anything's in particular stopping it. You just have to be consciously doing it. So we actually have more room now. That's the top. I'm touching the ceiling. So the price I paid for this, £76.48 for something that's as tall as my roof here. So that's what, 9 feet maybe. Um, that's insane. And then it has that overhead capability too. I've been looking on Temu for alternatives, and I'll get around to those eventually. But Temu isn't all that much cheaper. In fact, you can get ones without the overhead option for only about 50 to 60 pounds, which isn't all that much cheaper than the K&F Concepts website, which is where I got this from. And by the way, I highly recommend checking it out. Great stuff. They operate in the UK and the US. I don't know about mainland Europe, but awesome stuff, really good value, and like we're not even done with the features. Of course, other features that we get is this ball head that allows us. Sorry, wrong one. That one I touched lets it swivel around. It feels incredible. It's very smooth, very smooth. And then this one right here, of course, is the ball head, and of course we have a ball level on the top, so we know that our camera is level. Metal, really nice metal, quick disconnect here. Really nice, really easy to adjust. You can see I'm doing it. I'm not necessarily doing it well, but I am capable of doing it one hand, which is really impressive. So this right here is the screw that allows that to go up and down. So the legs are in 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Um, very strong legs. Like, they do wobble a little bit when I'm putting some weight on it, but very strong. The nuts have rubber. It feels nice, very smooth to operate, and then of course we can adjust those as well. So of course we can just pull this up, and then it's got multiple angles that we can fly at, including flat if you want to get flat against something. It's still not done, even though it has that feature. So the cap on the bottom comes off, and we can take that out. Now this is 3/8 threaded on the bottom. And you're like, oh, whoop-de-doo. What do I do with that? Well, you can put it upside down, so you can mount your camera upside down. You can get it really low to the ground if you want. So this you can touch the floor with your camera if you want, but you can also get it about 9 foot tall. Maybe not something super common that you're going to be doing, but one of the main features, and the Zoomies do have options that have similar ones too, and so do some of the other ones on Temu. We have a monopod, just like that. How cool is that? And of course, remember, it's not down all the way. So I mean, it's not up all the way. So this is it up. It's not even in frame, or it might be barely in frame. And that's without this being up as well. So it's look at the size of this thing. it is like it is massive. It is absolutely huge. And then it's got some foam. Got to try not to hit my TV over there. It's got some foam on there, so you can put your hand on it. Foam's nice, better quality than what's on the Zoomy, but that's to be expected. Doesn't collect dust as much, so we're gonna lower this down. Actually, no, we're gonna extend it, and we're gonna be the camera reaper here. Like, that's so cool. The bag, I know it's something little, but the bag is, I love the bag. I think it's great. It's good quality. Zippers fill amazing. Of course, comes with a strap. The strap's in the bottom of it. Comes with an Allen, so you can tighten, or the hex key, so you can tighten the relevant nuts on the tripod. But yeah, I think it's great. I think it offers a lot for like new um, users, or users on a budget, even on their regular prices. Like I said, this one's regular price is 130, and you're like, oh, that's a lot. Well, compared to some of the big brands, it's really not. It's really not. That is a really good deal. And considering I got this for 76.48, or somewhere around there, 76.50. That is killer. And I don't think the Temu stuff's going to be able to compete, even though the Temu stuff is cheaper on the ones that they offer. It is cheaper. I don't think it's going to be able to compete, but we'll have to find out one day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, actually, while we're still recording, I do have one criticism. One fairly significant criticism with this. So, this is 3/8, right? Which isn't that big of a deal. You can buy adapters to quarter if you want. So, for the monopod, you can have a 3/8 to quarter adapter. So you don't have to hook this up. So it doesn't have to be as tall if you don't want. But this little plastic cap on the end of it, like, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels reasonably well, but it's not the easiest to screw in. Look, this is the second time I've done it diagonally. It just doesn't want to go in straight. I think it's got something to do with the spring. I'm not entirely sure. Again, look, it's going in diagonally. So I feel like I'm gonna break it. Because the screw's just plastic. Now, is that a huge deal? Probably not, because I can get by without it. In fact, it'd be easier to not have this at all, but it's still nice. You don't want, even though this is aluminum, don't want water or something going in there if you have it upside down. Look, it's doing it again. It just keeps on wanting to go in diagonally. Anyway, that's the one. Oops, that's the one major criticism I have. But other than that, it is really good.